You have an undefeated team coming into Arlington on Sunday. What has jumped out to you about the Panthers, Jerry?
Well, I really like the way that they've put their ethos in place, so to speak. They've got an idea about what they want to be, and they're making a good use of their personnel. I have all the respect in the world for Rhule, the coach. But really thought he was is one of the top coaches in the country when he was at Baylor, and consequently, I think they just are putting a team together that I think can be competitive without going any farther. The Jet quarterback, I liked him coming out a lot. I thought he had a little, if you will, a little Romo to him. And I thought they made a good move by bringing him in, and he'll get better.
Jerry, I know Matt Rhule and Mike McCarthy were both available when you guys had a coaching opening. How much homework and studying did you do on Rhule as a coach? What was your impression of him?
A lot, and he's outstanding. But at the end of the day, I liked Mike's experience, if you want to narrow it down to a specific. But still, Mike, for pro football, had more skins on the wall.
Mm-hmm. Jerry, when you guys signed Dak this offseason, there was still a lot of unknown about the injury, the recovery, how he was going to play post-injury. Does his start to the season kind of give you some justification on making the deal? And you were right that he's going to be fine and he is going to be better than ever.
Well, I don't think it's quite that necessary to express it that way. Justification. There were so much that you had to accept, the least of very which is that he's going to be playing at a high level. Forget the injury, although I know that's your question, but that just his level of play. Well, you always have that. Anytime you're projecting into the future, then you're betting on some knowns and maybe even a few unknowns. And so I wouldn't address his injury recovery as much as I would just address, yes, he has really shown his continued involvement into just an outstanding guy that can win games at the key position, quarterback. So I think all of that is feeling better than, let's say, we did in training camp. But, a funny thing about Dak now, ever since he's put on that Cowboy star, that helmet, ever since he's done that, I feel better every time he goes out there. He's an improving, if you will, a progress career is what you're seeing. You're just seeing an evolving, getting better and better and better. And I think we'll have that as the years and months go by.
Jerry, Matt Rhule and others have compared him at the line of scrimmage. I'm talking about Dak now, to Peyton Manning and Drew Brees. And McCarthy was on with us earlier, and we gave him credit for keeping things the same for Dak in terms of the system. And, if there's a criticism of you in terms of loyalty, people will say, well, Jerry's too loyal. But how important is continuity? Like, in terms of just football and keeping the same system and the same language, and how much of a factor is that with Dak's play so far this year, just being comfortable with the way you and McCarthy designed it?
I'm a big proponent in general throughout the NFL. I wish we, because of the movement of players, I'm for having the same language, calling the plays the same way throughout the NFL. I'm for that. And I'm not I'm in the minority, but still, I think it would, if everybody were listening to the same vernacular, and you're actually running many similar things as far as the schemes are concerned or the blocking is concerned, but it goes by different names. And I think this is something the NFL could be better by having a common language. Having said that, the fact that you have Kellen Moore, and Kellen Moore has played with Dak. That continuity was really important. And I think that's bearing out there. I believe we'll benefit from the fact that they've had these years together, Kellen and Dak, and Mike pointed that out. I didn't have to point that out to Mike McCarthy.